personal, just business.
Let's just
Well,
wait.
this panel is kind of biased, you know. They're saying that 4IO did not lose, but you know who else didn't lose? Bounty Hunter, because he was not picked.
Aye.
Yeah, this is the first showing of the Bounty. Very wonky draft from VP, I would say. We're gonna run at you, but everything is single target. I'm a bit worried.
Yeah, no, I'm sure we're going to get a lot of action. Now, VP, they've decided to fight, and I think Quincy Crew's going to be kind of prepared for them. And yeah, Quincy Crew, they do sort of have the better team fight. They got a Monkey King Wukong's Command and a Venomancer, rather than all the single target that VP have. So VP's got to be a little prepared when they come running at Quincy Crew for a fight that might favor Quincy Crew.
30 seconds.
Thank you very much. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 of VP versus Quincy Crew. I'm only picks with Gone by the Costa.
Norman, how you doing? We're not gonna post any corny jokes, April Fools, or anything. We do not want to troll. We're very serious about our jobs.
Serious. Chat, I hope you're being serious as well. This is a serious game. VP Quincy Crew trying to stay in the competition. And as you said, overall, VP's draft, it's a VP draft. If you've got used to watching them back in the CIS region, this is the sort of stuff that they love to run. What do you think about it, seeing them come in with things like the core Bounty Hunter, things that other teams aren't really doing?
Like, just by looking at these heroes, I feel it's, you know, weak. You see this Bounty Hunter, no AoE, no team fight. Same goes for Lion, same goes for the Enchantress, Weaver on top of that. All these heroes are very squishy. Like, they're gonna be... They also have no defensive abilities other than Enchantress's heal, which is really not that great. One good thing is that Quincy Crew does not have too much lockdown. The only stun they have is Monkey King and Snowball, which might not be enough against these like maneuverable heroes like a Weaver, like the Morphling. There is like no silences at all. So looking at both of these drafts, not something that we've seen so far. Top lane should be a bit hard, I would say. That this lane is very strong for Quincy Crew. You have a lot of slow from the tag team, from the Venomancer. Kingslayer needs to be careful. I don't think they can kill Weaver unless, you know, overextend level 1 Shukuchi 12-second cooldown. Need to be careful. They also don't have any sentry wards yet, so they can't see the Weaver.
I mean, for sure, because it is going to be the thing, right? If GPK is able to get to a certain point, a couple of items in, this morph could definitely take over the game. So it's really going to be down to how much Quincy Crew can do when they start moving together as a unit, taking these objectives, and see if they're able to speed up the game to a point where GPK just isn't able to keep up. So far, obviously, with the lane setup, GPK, he's going to be set up for a good time in the 1v1. Morph versus Monkey King, he's going to be farming perfectly fine against Shawn.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to see how bottom lane does. This has been, like, if it's like core Abaddon paired up with an Io, or the other way around. Like, this lane's good. Aloha, also known as Lord of Avernus, aka Abaddon, Orb of Venom, plus Curse. That's a lot of slow, you know, and he's playing into melee off-laner, so every single time he gets close, he wants the trade.
Really doing a good job of pushing back DM. Very tricky for him to sort of trade favorably for himself, the Bounty Hunter, with all of the sustain that Quinn's pumping out over to Loa when Loa goes in and tries to trade with DM. DM will get a bit of money here and there with procs of the Janada. Comes to CSing. Trying to lane, it's going to be a bit difficult. Loa tries to get the pull, won't be able to do so. This will end up being quite a nice wave coming in towards DM under his tower. This will catch him back up.
This lineup from Virtus Pro, like, they're very good at killing people. These are assassin type of the heroes. They have few invis heroes, so Quincy Crew will need to invest a lot of gold in the dust, into sentries, something that, you know, supports don't really like to do. In lane, Yamar playing very aggressive, 2 points in Jingu, but, you know, it's Morphling. It's a Nice Frog's favorite hero. You can't really deal well with him.
Yeah, it's going to take some sort of big mistake from GPK to never be in a position that Yawar can kill him in the mid matchup. GPK can always play very, very easily with the shift. Strength and Agi. Yawar just need up one stun with Boundless. Not a very long one at that as well. As said, when it comes to rotations from supports and Quincy Crew, it's just, they don't have heroes that are ever going to be able to cause problems for a Morph.
No, like Morph in this game should always be able to get the shift off.
Yeah.
So that's kind of problematic. You also don't have enough lockdown. There's no silences for Weaver on top of that. Like these two cores should have a free time in terms of like doing whatever. Like they don't have the real counter in this game.
It's gonna sort of get to the point, Quincy crew, where look at the sustainability that the Urbana can pop off with what's bottom lane, DM and Safe.
They're going on Lion. Lion's dead. Oh!
Doesn't want to dive in lower. Bodic shield.
Yeah, you know, maybe I got too overzealous there. You know, I'm diving.
You would have
that.
done.
You know,
I
I'm all in.
I think most of us would have known that. But you know, it's a serious game. They've got to play careful. No risks to be taken.
Don't run off.
I know their manager, Jack Chen, aka K-Baby Korean Barbecue, like he would love to see the dive. I know he's all about those dives.
He would be shouting for that one. Low and Quinn, they play it careful, keeping themselves focused on the CS on Quinn, and so far, you know, Quinn having a fine time farming down on this bottom lane, whilst DM does still continue to struggle a bit. Low pushing it back away from the wave each time.
Mana drain from Lion. Very annoying ability, especially against new play hero like against Baden. Curse of Awareness still good, you know, you can still do something without mana.
Top Nightfall. He's going to make a bit of an attempt onto Leslau. Again, P as well, also cautious with how aggressive they get underneath towers. Mid lane, Yuazo's been doing very well. I thought this was maybe a matchup that the Morph would have a bit of an edge, but as it's played out, it's pretty much even CS completely. You are
Paulson in
not losing
trouble.
anything at all.
As shards, nicely done.
Chase on for this Nightfall. Closing the gap with the Shikuchi. Is there anything that can be done to keep Paulson alive? The Geminate attack, not enough.
Oh, the extra armor from the tower, I think that's what kept him alive there. It would be close. Kingslayer trying to make a wraparound between tier 1 and tier 2 tower to finish him off. Not successful. 0-0 so far.
0-0. It's a passive game. It's a slow opening. Not what you'd expect necessarily. Some of these teams, especially VP. Now, mid lane Kingslayer. They come over towards the bar. He's able to dodge a bit of the damage, get off the balance, strike himself. Pops the Fairy Fire. Not enough to keep him alive. The help from Kingslayer, GPK. Finally able to find that first blood mid. So the game's just going to continue to look very good for the opening of this Morph. Anytime you're able to get away with the Morph in the mid lane.
Oh, in the mid lane, GPK, like he was in monkey form when he was about to jump from the tree. Morph expired and he was stuck at the tree.
Oh, no.
So he got the TP back.
I did see, I was like, hang on. He was jumping down and then he suddenly TP into the tower.
While he was channeling, Morph actually expired.
Always refreshing.
That's a little
I've not seen that ever before.
Yeah, TP down the drain. Just got to be careful for a minute. It should be fine.
If he had no mana, that would be...
If he just stuck on the tree.
Just stuck on the tree. Monkey King leaves him there, does not want to use the Quelling Blade.
Yeah. I thought they changed that when you sort of shift back, that you wouldn't be stuck on the tree, but I guess not. Gotta be careful.
Dyer's middle tower is
The Morph duration. Down bottom, safe. Set up onto Quick. That's a hard kill to go for though. Every time Lower's able to come across, give the Aphotic Shield out.
Just TP out. That easy. But a lot of pressure from Abaddon and Io on the bottom lane. Io will finish on the Dominator in the 500
Do
gold.
Radiant want their middle tower to fall?
Top lane. Leslau he's really picking up the pace with the farm. Did have a bit of a slow start. Now at this point, level 6, very hard for VP to get too close to Leslau. Nightfall might have the ability to escape with the Shikuchi. Leslau's able to get his hands on him. To be able to do quite a bit of damage. Still yet to be able to pick up an earn charge, of course, with the fact that still no kills yet. Still 0-1 at 8 minutes in. Mid lane, GPK. Gone up by Yawar. Lower. Was waiting maybe to see if GPK would have baited to get a bit more aggressive. Okay, plays it safe. Safe. Can be run down. Lower. He's got a haste rune going. They've got the 3 of them here. They'll find safe. Deep on their half of the map. Tag team. They'll have the control and damage to take safe down. Yawar claims the kill.
And this should be the order. They don't have any sentry wards, but they know something is up. There's no reason for Lion to be there in that part of the jungle. Leslau going for the Spirit Vessel, a lot of value in this game. Against Morphling, of course, some heals coming out later on from the
If you're
Nature's
looking for
Attendants.
Radiant's bottom tower, better hurry.
He's going to get it at a very good time as well. Bottom lane. Yeah, and Kingsley trying to set up the turn off. Quinn. Save coming in as well. Look towards Lower. Can they burst him down in time? Stick charges pop. Lower's into the trees. He's been tracked, but they can't quite reach him. And DM's got to back off, getting low. GPK's moved over from the mid lane. Let's see if there's an opportunity to dive in on this. Track out on Quinn. Lower will soon be able to remove that with the shield. Okay, coming over and having the four of them here. It's not quite a kill that they can dive for. See if they want to try and get some pressure onto the tower. Push it in a bit lower. Should hit 6 off the next wave coming through.
I want to see Quinn picking up
Dire's top tower is
the Satyr that can purge things off. Just purge off that track. A lot of value. He just needs to find it. Oh, there it is. Let's see if he decides to go for the little one.
Dire structures are fortified. Radiant's
stick with the big
tower
one.
is under attack.
That extra bit of
Dire's top
regen
tower
and
is under
potential
attack.
nuke if
Radiant's
there's
bottom
any
tower
battles
is
brought his way. 3P now have the space to take the top tower. Quinn turning towards the jungle. Lower's got no business trying to hold them off on his own. Be able to force him against him.
Bid farewell to
The reason why we see 2 kills 10 minutes in is there are no stuns in this game. It's very hard to just go in and do stuff. No one has that type of a hero that, except Tusk, possibly, you know, with the snowball, with the good shard block. Save still level 4. Courier's flying. Let's see. Yeah, he's the one buying the tome. That's not going to get him to level 6. Still needs a bit more experience.
He's wrong.
Game with this sort of slow start. Both teams having cores that will benefit from this transitioning into a farming phase. You are mid lane. He's going to go for the Maelstrom. Was thinking about the Battle Fury. Did have that queued up earlier.
He got Maelstrom into Battle Fury, back into Maelstrom.
Maelstrom into Battle Fury, back into Midas. Correct build. But we'll see. Well, he has in the past been a fan of the heavy farming items. So a little surprised that he actually swapped from the Battle Fury back to the Maelstrom. That will, of course, give them great potential in the fights if they're able to bring him to GPK before he's ready. Up top,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There it is, a kill.
2-1.
And it also was a track kill. Venomancer with the Spirit Vessel done. They need to get the charge on it so they can try go and kill the Morph. GPK going for straight into Ethereal Blade. I'm a big fan of the E-Blade Rush. Potential for a lot of kills. They're going to be able to make good work of utilizing that track from DM. See, having heroes such as the Lion with such fantastic magical burst. E-Blade setup is going to be pretty deadly for some of the heroes that maybe have to build up their HP a bit. Plus Quinn, working on the Ags, once he's Yoga Club and the Point Booster, he's going to have quite a bit of HP. And, an E-Blade combo will be able to threaten him.
And over here,
I'm taking my stick, I'm just trying to poke them, do something. 3 kills, 12 minutes.
Hey, everyone, sit back and relax.
Just play for the late game low.
Radiant's top tower.
What we're going for here, we do have a smoke coming out from Quincy Crew, Paulison, and Jawar. I'll be surprised if they do try and force something, as Jawar is very close towards the Malcolm. I'll go for DM though. DM, he's come over to their half of the map. And they'll be able to punish this DM. Trying to make the moves around. He's got a bit of resistance with the hood.
What's the opposite?
But obviously with Paulison and Jawar, you know, they've got physical. You know, they're still going to be able to burst through him. And Jawar, off the back of that kill, does now have the Maelstrom. So the moves of the Monkey King are going to be pretty potent if VP aren't prepared for them.
They're trying to make a move on the top tower. They're not killing heroes, but they might kill the towers with the Venomancer and with the Curse of Avernus. Glyph from Virtus Pro. Like both of these teams don't have sick amount of tower damage. The best they have is Venomancer at this point, just using the Plague Wards. On the other side, it's, you know, Morphling, but you don't want to siege that way. First, you want to take a fight.
Quinn, 2,000 gold away from the Ags. Okay, just about 1,000 on the E-Blade. So trying to get his hood done.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
After his own hood, actually going hood straight into BKB. So DM just trying to tank up completely. Be so that sort of presence on the front line, getting there aggressively, scout things out, set up the fight for more agile heroes like the Weaver and the Morph to know exactly where they can enter without being threatened by the very limited already lockdown of QUINCY.
Both teams kind of limited in the lockdown department.
Is Dire going to let that middle tower
Also, one
fall?
good thing they have is a Photic Shield against the track. So that's going to be his job to remove those, especially when someone is like trying to survive, pop it on him, remove the track. Even if he dies, it's still okay. If you've been to the bathroom, if you tried to get some water, some snacks, you didn't miss anything in the last couple of minutes. It's just been a farm fest so far.
It really has. Definitely one of the slowest starts we've had here. 2 for 2. 14 minutes in. I mean, what do you reckon? Because where are we going to see the next kill? Who's going to go down? You got a cool one.
This is going to be a ballsy call from me. I'm going to say that we're going to see another kill in the next 5 minutes.
It's a pretty safe call, of course, but we'll take it. And you might say
considering how this game is
there's not
going.
been that many. Maybe it's not that safe. 5 minutes. I don't know if we are going to see something in the next 5 minutes. Maybe top. That's safe.
They're setting things up.
Let's see. Quinn's tanking. They have the burst. Got a lot of sustain, and
he's too
going to be fine. Save. He's going to be the one to go down. Pollison able to get over things around. And already shooting. If you want to go on this IO, you've got to bring a lot of force. As Quinn's not an easy target.
Especially once he gets the Aghanim Scepter, it's going to be very hard for him to kill. They don't also have the best abilities to set up a relocate play. It's all about the Tusk. Tusk is their playmaker. He's been involved in 100% of their kills, 3 out of 3. One thing they can do is possibly get the Roche early on. With the tag team, with the Curse of Avernus, they have enough damage. All they need is one fight near the Roche pit, possibly on a mid lane. Keyblade done on Morph.
Alright, we're gonna look after that burst. See if they want to try and set something up. Safe does have a smoke, and also the Finger of Death good to go. So if these two smoke up, we're gonna do it with the whole team. Safe can find the opening. GPK can lead him with the E-Blade into Finger. They'll burst most of the targets on QUINCY crew. See how they can start things. DM heading in, Safe. Able to understand on the 2 of them. GPK can't quite zip in close enough, and now the Windcock's command is down. QUINCY crew just turned, and DM and Safe, they just get obliterated on the front lines. Now VP's got to run. GPK up to the side, will turn for the stun. Pollison's trying to chase, using the E-Blade to defensively save himself. He's out for the TP, but the snowball's back up. GPK, he's going to die as well. A disastrous move there from VP.
Problem is they have no stuns. The only stun they have, it was a good impale on 2 heroes, but there is no real follow-up. You're also playing into the baton. They try to burst him, he pops borrowed time, and suddenly the team fight is just over.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
This is, the strength of QUINCY crew's lineup. It isn't the ability to hunt and start off action. It's the ability to turn around those sort of plays. And I guess, against VP, they know that VP, especially with the Sea-Blade rush from the Morph, that they are going to be proactive, looking for action like this. QUINCY crew's heroes are very good at just sort of saying no and turning things around when VP come running at them.
They have so many saves, even if you think about Boundless Strike, it's still a decent save. They go on and they need to be grouped around with their heroes. They have a Snowball, they have a Photic Shield, Io's healed. So QUINCY crew, they feel pretty safe, just taking it slow, getting their items. It's on Virtus Pro to make a move.
That really is. Well, see what VP's plan is now. Maybe back to farming. Trying to get the BKB on map for GPK, but it's going to take a lot of time. Top lane, they're in onto Nightfall. Nightfall will manage to time that in time. Close though. Nearly gets burst just by the 2 of them, Yuar and Pollison.
This is not a good sign. You see your Lion 18 minutes in, no stacks on the Finger.
That
You're
feels bad.
It feels bad, man moment. It goes for Legion Commander. You see Legion without a damage. You're things are not going as we kind of expected. Straight at the Roche pit, they have enough damage. Tusk, one of the better heroes in the game to be taking Roche, one of the reasons he's so popular, and of course all his abilities. Fire using a scan, they know something is up, but they can't react. positive. It's just too quick.
And as you said at the start, one of the issues with VP's lineup is they don't do team fight. Right? If you're there recalling when there's 5 heroes, they're not going to have a great time. When there's 1 hero, they'll have a perfectly fine time. Pulse TP's down bottom on his own. They're able to focus and delete the target. Quincy Crew, space is made, Roshan is theirs, Aegis onto Quinn. Quincy Crew continue to hold the lead. 3K ahead, 6-3, 19 minutes in.
Quinn, of course, gets the Aegis, so the name of the team is Quincy Crew. It's not called Yavar's Crew.
You're not wrong. Quinn. BKB. He's making great progress, of course, with this axe running. He's having no trouble cleaning out the jungle. Once he has that, he's just not going to die. Quinn is going to be pretty much invincible, the BKB. It's not at the point of the game where it's more for Weavers really going to be in a position where they can actually sit there and right-click at it. Even when they do, they're not going to have insane right-click damage at this moment in the game.
They are trying to burst Baron 2 times in a row. It's doable, but you know, Loa, he is an experienced player. He's read with that R button if he sees shotgun moving towards him.
Trying to bait some action with Quinn down the mid. Unlikely VP are going to decide to try and make moves onto this. Io with an Aegis. Not a target you want to try and take. Quinn is able to walk up, take away some of the ancients of VP.
When the teams read the rules of the tournament, you know, about social distancing, that means in real life. It doesn't mean you can't get close in Dota. Because 9 kills, 20 minutes in, this must be the lowest number of kills we had in the game.
I mean, you're right, he's done. He's popping the BKB to kill someone. He's like, I just want some action. And he'll get it. As he just BKBs and beats the heck out of Save.
Is Dire going to let that middle tower pull?
Quincy Crew, they're definitely feeling the need for fighting a little more than VP is. VP continuing to farm. It didn't go great that first move they tried to make with the E-Blade rush on GPK, so I guess they just really feel we've got to get that next item done on them all before we try for something.
Yeah, pop that BKB, get a kill. They found Yawar. He's a bit too tanky, but yeah, does not have a TP. Nightfall, time lapse is available, but this gives him enough time to get out of the trouble. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Kingslayer getting caught.
Straight in they go.
You know, that's a level 2 ulti on Enchantress. It looks so funny. Whenever Tusk tries the Walrus punch.
Sort of like a delayed thing.
Dire's bottom tower is
Well, another tower's taken. VP still chilling. You know, maybe it's like if we don't look at the tower, we didn't lose it. You know, it's one of those sort of situations.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those situations where you're like, yeah, we have one less tower to defend.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ever sort of the optimist.
Gotta stay positive, yeah.
Mollison. He's going to be able to get the shards down. DM, he's got to go the other way round, and he's not going to be able to do so. Let's out Mollison, Juwan, they're here. DM's gone.
Dire's bottom tower. Dire don't look too scared of Radiant's top tower.
You know, Quincy Crew, I think Quinn in particular, he's feeling really chill.
Like, he's like, you know, I don't care. I've played you know, I've seen people play this hero in the late game. It's one of those moments when you realize you feel very confident just going into the late game with Io.
Quinn's just, he's probably got the tunes on. He's just pure vibing right now on the Io. He's farming away, all the space in the world. It's been a while since he's seen another hero. Vitality boost has picked up, he's on the way to the heart. And with every passing second, Quincy Crew, they're just increasing the lead. And they're taking down the tower, they're taking down the objectives. VP, they've only been able to take the one tier 1 tower bot so far.
And that's it. And they're waiting for this BKB morph, because they have no abilities other than like Tusk, Walrus Punch, and he needs to have something against the Spirit Vessel, because there are 3 charges already on the Venomancer. He's also going into the Aghanim Scepter. A lot of overtime damage.
This is it's definitely got to feel a bit awkward for some of these heroes. I mean, you have especially when you have like an offlane bounty and as you said, you have a Lion. These two heroes, they want to be killing something. They want to be getting involved in action, and they're not finding it.
I thought you were gonna say awkward for viewers, you know, watching. Yeah, watching this. No action, but it's
no action.
Like I can understand it from Quincy's point of view. Like they want to.
Quincy's fine with it.
Yeah, they're pretty fine with what's happening right now. They're gonna go on the high ground. No response whatsoever. This is something that we've seen, like position 5 Abaddon, that they're with Io actually going for the towers. You know, he's the one sieging because potentially they could blow him up with the Lion, with the E-Blade, but pretty sure, you know, he's ready with that R button.
Is about to fall. So he's wrong.
P continuing to avoid sort of altercation. They're ready to fight, you'd imagine, on GPK. And they are smoked.
Dire under the scan. Full duration, so they know where Quincy Crew is.
Relaxation can... but just a nice little... a bit of relaxing Dota, I guess, to sort of break down the day. We've had some exciting matches, some crazy matches. Definitely a bit more of a peaceful one.
Yeah, we can turn this into golf casting easily.
Did you watch a lot of golf?
Yeah, I'm a professional golf watcher. What do you think? I don't have enough money to watch golf, dude.
Oh, is it expensive?
Yeah, it's expensive.
One of those sports,
not just to play, it's expensive to watch as well.
Expensive to talk about as well.
Yeah, this cost me like $200 bucks.
Yep.
And here's a
by mentioning it. So Io getting closer to the heart. That's gonna... You know, they don't have enough burst damage for Io, especially with the BKB.
Oh,
he's alone. Well, we'll see about that.
Let's see what they can do. Win. He's off to the side. He's gonna live. GPK not able to quite commit enough to get the kill. Quinn's fine. He's out of there. Quick step back to base to get the heals up.
But he's isolated. Okay-ish. I thought, you know, when he's sitting next to Abaddon also going for drums. They speed things up, which I really like. They don't necessarily need to go for the high ground. They have this siege creep unit, but they can poke. They can go in, try to see what's going to happen.
Here we go. Oh, that's a lovely 3-man stun. Into one. See what they got? Quinn gets a little low. More time will be forced out of lower.
They have no BKB on Quinn. They have no multi on Abaddon. They should just fall back, reset, possibly farm that card. As I said, they do not want to fully commit, but they've dealt almost 1,000 damage to the tier 3 tower. Next Roshan may respawn in 20 seconds. No need to rush things. Jeez.
No, definitely no need to rush them. Yeah, that's definitely sort of the feelings from these teams. Quincy Crew less so, as you said, you know, Quincy Crew is definitely, they're playing this game to win. I feel like they're just doing everything.
Yeah, what is Pro playing for?
Well, I mean, they obviously are as well, but it's just, I don't know what the plan's going to be from Virtus Pro. It's just been a... It seems like we're just constantly in a state of the game where VP don't feel that they're ready to try and make any moves. They're just obviously set on farming up their cores. And, you know, they're getting a lot of farm. Nightfall, very close to having the Skadi. That's going to do you know, a whole lot against heroes like the Io that do rely on that regeneration. So maybe once the Skadi's done on Nightfall, also going for the Skadi on Morph as well. Of course, both heroes, fantastic.
Yeah, just stack those Skadis.
But
no, it's a good item.
It's both heroes kind of want one.
For sure.
But
like they want the stats, they want the slow, great against Io, great against the Abaddon, healing coming up from the Monkey King. Like this item is just too good. The next Roche will respawn in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
For this pro, they don't know that, so they're trying to make a wraparound with the smoke.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's just that overall, the difference is you see that 6k lead for Quincy Crew. A lot of it just down to the fact that
they know. Save just showed on a mid lane using Earth Spike, but they just swapped. They did the switcheroo. Quincy Crew playing Dire.
Yeah, and they said, well, we'll see if we get some action going for this side.
Yeah. Virtus Passive playing Radiant. They're on the side.
I've
not seen anything like this recently. Definitely did not.
I'm not seeing anything.
Dire structures are full.
Glyph already popped. They're gonna go in and take the tower.
The tower's gone. They're gonna have to defend.
Dire's courier has been killed.
See what they've got. Trying to focus Yawar. I mean, Yawar's fine. Quinn, is that the full heart is done. We've got a 3,500 HP IO here. Range Rax is taken down. VP yet to make a move on to Quincy Crew here at the top push. Quincy Crew will back up. They know the VP's all here.
Dire's top barracks don't look good, Jax.
But destruction, that's a nice one.
I'm just pretending I'm part of the game. I'm not saying anything. I'm like zoning in.
Zoning in.
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about
Beaver, Scotty done. Plus enchanted quiver. That's a lot of damage coming out from Beaver. He's super farmed. You know, that's going to be a bit problematic. They don't have enough to actually bring him from 100 to 0, so Beaver will be able to get the time lapse off for sure. They have 2 stuns. That's it.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Coming back up to the top lane. I think same for Quincy Crew. The wave's still pushing in.
Like, this is the easiest job for Script ever. Like, he can't miss any kills because they're not.
Hey, here we go. VP's going for some action, some objective. They're going for Roche. See if they can do it. They're doing it quick. Quinn's heading over though. Quincy Crew, they don't want to let VP get this. See if VP want to try and take the fight.
They're de-warding.
Quincy Crew there into the pit, and now can VP push Quincy Crew away from this? I don't know if they can. The team fight is much stronger for Quincy Crew. They've got Wukong's command.
There it is.
Down. Now put that up. I mean, if you can get their try for a move, they're not going to be able to do so in time.
It gets
has been taken. Aegis has been picked up by Quinn. Nightfall trying to take down Lesnar towards the side. He hasn't got enough damage, and Nightfall goes down. Save's gone in. He is able to steal the cheese. But that's it. He loses his life. He's dead as well. 2 kills for Quincy Crew.
Got the cheese,
he got
please.
the cheese. So, you know, at least they'll have something to do whilst they're chilling this game.
Hope
cheese.
it's a bit big cheese, you know.
Yeah,
everyone gets a slice.
What's your favorite kind of cheese?
Why does everyone always ask that? Like blue cheese, that's my favorite cheese.
You like the blue cheese?
Yeah, well, what about you?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Get blue someone else this game. There's the push down mid. Quincy Crew, they're ready to go for another Rax. VP, there's 2 dead. I mean, this Rax is gone. The creeps are taking the top Rax. There's nobody defending against the creeps.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
A strange game, Lacoste, this one.
Strange game indeed. Now they're gonna go in and just try to get the mega creeps. Lion is missing, he's being pinked out. Lion has a blink dagger, so they need to be a bit careful. There's always gonna be shield from a baton. Monkey with the axe.
There we go, Safe. He's gonna jump in with the stun. He's dead immediately. DM's trying to lead him with a BKB over towards Let's now. There'll be a buyback from Save. They're trying to hit into Quinn, but Quinn at this stage, he's just far too tanky. They can't do anything about the IO. Kingslayer is trying to run it. It's a double kill for Yawar. And more buybacks come out. They blow everything onto Yawar. They can't quite kill him. He's still alive. He's been kept up by all the Shuriken. Finally, Yawar is down. He's out for 80. GPK getting focused by Lower and Lens now. Over to the side. Nightfall has managed to come and take Polisson down, though Polisson will fall. Quinn still alive. Lower gets back in. He's got the forward time up. Nightfall wants the cheese. Oh, he nearly gets silenced. Will manage to get up before the last hit comes in from Lower. X coming out from Save.
But the Quinn is untouched. They're not dealing any damage to him. If Quincy Crew can fall back.
I mean, they defend here. VP are able to push them back. Cost them 3 buybacks. But they will manage to stop Quincy Crew from getting the megas at the moment.
Once Monkey King is out, they should go in and just take another fight. They know they just used 3 buybacks. Monkey King, it was a good play there from DM. You know, Monkey was tracked and he uses the Shuriken on a baton. The Shuriken bounces because he was not close to use it on Monkey. The damage actually takes him down.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
A bit limited on the damage. Like if they use E-Blade plus a finger, they can try to burst people down. But they might have only 1 more fight. Quinn picking up the double damage. He just feels way too tanky. 2 minutes left on that Aegis.
$16K lead. 2 sets of racks taken away.
And the tier 3 tower.
I mean, if VP can turn this around, this is going to be some crazy big game stuff. At the moment, it's not looking great for them. Not been a solid showing from them here. QUINCY crew just completely in charge this whole game. They can play their game of Dota perfectly. DM, gonna get going on first here. Policy getting low, you are getting the blue calls command down. GPK Sim 16 takes it out immediately. GPK's gone. Nightfall getting back. He's dead as well. The 2 calls down. You do have buyback, but you are just chasing them into the base. It's a triple kill for him.
You are.
With the Taylor. First everyone saying gets taken out. You are getting low. He's got to get the bash. Oh, the GPK is the bounce, but you will fall. He's down. Heads over to Nightfall. Nightfall able to pump the time lapse and escape. It's just the 3 of VP left alive. They may have killed Jawar, but the rest of QUINCY crew, they're prepared to keep on pushing. They'll force out the fortification from VP.
That's the glyph. 50 seconds left on Aegis. They're still pushing Quinn. They have enough damage to take these barracks. Loa sitting in the back.
The jump in, DM, he's gone. That's him down for 80. No buyback on the Bounty Hunter. QUINCY crew will have no trouble taking the bottom axe, and it is over. It's been over for a while. GG is finally called as QUINCY crew. I mean, this game was kind of the definition of a walk in the park for them.
Oh, for sure. They just kept farming. They understood, like, we don't need to rush. James versus Pro should be the one making the moves, getting those track kills, getting those finger charges. None of that happened. A bit